Hey guys, welcome back to another helpful video. In this one we're going to be showing you how you can make a clickable, intriguing thumbnail for YouTube. Now on this one we want to be going to Grab It Designer, so I have the pro version. I think it's about $60 per year. I will leave the link below if you do want to try it out. It is free, there is a free trial. But we're going to be using 1920 by 1080 pixels. So we're then going to create this box. Now here you have a blank canvas. Now I do encourage you to have all of your images ready so you can then just quickly drag and drop directly onto your thumbnail. What I'm going to do is just drag and drop my background, which I've already got prepared. Okay, and then we're just going to make this fit within the thumbnail size. Now we don't want this to skew from side to side, so what we're going to do is hold down the shift button and then we're just going to drag that all the way to the corner until we fill the entire clip with our background image. Now there's a quick shortcut for you to be able to zoom in and out depending on when you need to. If you hold down the control button and then you drag the mouse wheel backwards and forwards, it's going to zoom in and out. So these little tricks and tips will save you a lot of time instead of having to go and try and find the zoom key and then trying to zoom in manually. Now we're going to want to put some text onto our thumbnail. So we're going to go up here and click on the text icon. We're going to press on the screen. And then you're just going to double click and then type in your text. Now this is just a starting point, so we can then start to play around with the size. So if we double click and we press Ctrl A, that's going to highlight all of the text. We're then going to then center it, and then we're going to change the size to 150, and that's going to make our text much larger. And we're just going to pop it off to the left-hand side. Now, usually you're going to want to have the text on the left-hand side because when your thumbnail does load into YouTube, on the bottom right-hand corner, there's going to be the icon for the time of the video, and we don't want any of our text being covered by that little icon. So always keep your text on the left side, or at least that's my recommendation anyway. And then we're just going to make this text just a little bit more fancy and just make sure it stands out a little bit more. So we're then going to change the font. So under here where it says appearance and it has Open Sans. So then I'm going to go over to my imported fonts, and then I'm going to go down to New Helvetica BQ because this is the current font that I use for my channel. And then from here you can again still increase the size. So let's go 160. Now what we're going to do is change the color of the text. So over here you can change the color. Let's change that to white. Now that still doesn't quite stand out exactly how I want it to. So if we click Control All again, we're going to give this a little bit of a border. So over here on borders, we're going to click the plus icon, and then here we're going to start off with a 3, and then there you can see it's starting to give it a little bit more depth. Now from here, we're going to select all. We're going to give this a little bit of a background, so we're going to go down to drop shadow. And then from here, if you scroll up and down whilst you're hovering over the Y or the X, you'll start to see the shadow start to increase and decrease. So if I want my shadow to be about there, and then my shadow to come out to the right just a little bit more. Alright, so that's starting to look a little bit better already. Now we want this to stand out as if it is a YouTube video. So we want a YouTube icon to be over here on the right hand side. So what I'm simply going to do is add in a white box because we want this to contrast with the current background. We're going to go to the top middle, and then where it has here shape, we're going to click on the shape. We're going to drag the size of our box however large that we want it, and we're going to make it yay big. We're going to turn this on a slight angle, make it a little bit bigger, and then just so. And then from here we're going to change that background color, and we're going to click on white. So we're just dragging it to the top left-hand corner under the fills icon. And then from here, we're just going to find our PNG file. So we want to find a YouTube image or the logo for YouTube that doesn't have any background. So I'm just going to quickly locate one of those just by searching on Google. And then once you have your image, you're going to simply just drag and drop that image over. Now again, holding the shift button so we don't skew the image, we're just going to drag that down until it fits within the screen. And we're just going to center that, and that's it. So that took me all of a couple of minutes to make a YouTube video. So that took me all of a couple of minutes to make a YouTube thumbnail. Now that I have this once, I can then recreate this and just use the exact same template over and over, which is going to give my channel its own theme. And if you have any questions on this, please make sure you drop them in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, again, let me know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a quick like and make sure you subscribe for future helpful YouTube videos just like this one.